This is the second regular quarterly consultative meeting with political parties leaders for this year, following first meeting held 2 months ago on Tuesday, 19th March 2024. The meeting, which focused mainly on two issues, the first was 9 by-elections and 38 re-elections in 26 states of the Federation, held 3rd February 2024. Ahead of the forthcoming Edo and Ondo state governorship elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission has resumed the continuous voter registration in 2 states to enable eligible citizens who are not registered voters to do so. The CVR in Edo and Ondo state will take place simultaneously from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, including the weekend. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu made this announcement while reiterating that the CVR is only open to new registrants and those who seek to transfer their registration.
As the elections in the 2 states approach, the Commission has decided to resume the continuous voter registration in the 2 states to enable eligible citizens who are not registered as voters to do so. Similarly, those who are registered voters also have the opportunity to transfer their registration from other states of the Federation to Edo and Ondo states, or from one location to another within the 2 states. Let me reiterate that the CVR is only open to new registrants and those who seek transfer of their registration. Persons who are registered as voters should not attempt to register again, as double or multiple registration is illegal. Lost or damaged voters' cards will be replaced during the exercise, but this does not require fresh registration. The CVR in Edo and Ondo states will take place simultaneously from Monday, 27th May 2024, Wednesday, 5th June 2024, from 9 in the morning to 3 p.m. daily, including the weekend. Let me therefore seize this opportunity to once again reiterate to party leaders the need to continue to maintain law and order during the electioneering process and beyond. As we inch closer to Election Day in Edo State, it is also imperative to remind political parties of the need to adhere strictly to the timeline for the upload of the list of polling and collation agents to the dedicated portal. Doing so will enable the Commission to produce and deliver the identity cards in good time for the expected 76,823 polling unit agents and 3,587 ward, local government and state collation agents for the 17 political parties participating in the election. Turning to Ondo State, political parties have just concluded their primaries. 18 political parties conducted primaries monitored by the Commission. I wish to remind you that parties have 1 week to the deadline for the nomination of candidates, which the deadline is 6 p.m. on Monday, 20th May 2024, when the portal will automatically shut down.
In his remark, the National Chairman, Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, a national chairman who doubles as the national chairman for Allied People's Movement, APM, Holden INEC, leaders of political parties, civil society organizations, security agencies, judiciary and the media, and also the citizens to be firm and decisive in protecting the nation's democracy and foster political upheavals as well as we currently have in some parts of the country.
Ahead of the forthcoming Edo and Ondo state governorship elections, it is important that voters in the 2 states are massively mobilized to register and participate in the polls. As the umbrella body of all the registered political parties in Nigeria, IPAC will spearhead this crucial exercise in collaboration with INEC. In previous elections, councils would move to various states, sensitize and mobilize the people on the upcoming polls, call for non-violence, and urge them to shun both buying and selling. With the limited funds at its disposal, with the lowest voters turnout in 2020 general election, so much needs to be done It is on record that the 2003 general elections had the highest voters turnout because INEC released funds in 2002 to political parties to engage in voters' education, sensitization and mobilization to register and participate in the elections. Our hard-earned democracy must be sustained. It should not be allowed to derail by the activities of anti-democratic and reactionary forces. INEC, leaders of political parties, civil society organizations, security agencies, the judiciary, the press, and citizens must be firm and decisive in protecting the nation's democracy and forestall political upheavals, as we currently have in some states of the country. We condemn in strong terms politics of bitterness, do-or-die politics, and divisive politics that have tendencies of undermining our emerging democracy. It is unacceptable. Politicians must abide by democratic ideals, ethics, and ethos, and desist from inflammatory utterances and actions that would impede our constitutional government.
After the closed-door meeting, the APC national chairman spoke with media, reiterated the readiness of the political party for Edo and Ondo gubernatorial elections.
Very, very well, because there's a regular meeting between IPAC and INEC to discuss issues pertaining to elections and pertaining to democracy in action. So I think this is a very good moment where we exchange views and we discuss issues. So I have to praise INEC for that. Very much prepared for Edo come September and for Ondo come November. We are ready for that. We have finished our primaries in Edo. We have submitted the names of the governor and the deputy governor, and very soon we are submitting the name for Ondo, the governor and deputy governor, after the primaries. So you can see that campaign has already started in Edo, and very soon also time for campaign for Ondo State would start.
First of all, we are very prepared. We are ready to take up the challenges. Already our party is ruling in Edo State, and the party is going to come back. We have put everything in motion, and we're having a robust campaign. And we're selling our point to the people of Edo State, and they're buying into it. Despite whatever you think that might be interaction of the party, we're prepared. Role to play so that we can understand where INEC is going, and INEC will understand what the party stands for and what the parties intend to do at all times. So it's a good development.
Well, as usual, it has been very honest, very frank. We discuss national issues that affects the upcoming election in Ondo and Edo states and other issues that are going on. You know, it was quite robust, quite frank, and the INEC chairman is precise to the point. He's providing a decent and responsible leadership.
A welcome development. Statutorily and constitutionally, INEC has the role of monitoring and regulating the activities of political parties. And then there is no better way that INEC can perform or discharge this onerous responsibility if it does not have periodic or regular interface with political parties, at least to know what the issues are. From the meeting we had today, we've seen there are so many political parties that are having one or two challenges concerning their leadership. And then INEC equally uses the opportunity to update and brief political parties on certain responsibilities or activities they are undertaking we have within our political system. But I think APGA as a political party, we have nominated candidates for both elections. We have a candidate in Edo, the former chief of staff to Governor Osumbo in Edo, and then we have a member of the NWC as a governorship candidate in Ondo State. So I think the party is poised to at least have a major performance in those two elections. Very soon, APGA as a political party, we're embarking on massive membership exercise or revalidation nationwide, and we are going to be the first political party in the whole country to actually digitize our membership. And so the prospect is it's enormous, it's challenging, in terms of the resources and the logistics that are involved in getting that done. But the fact remains that the prospect for the party is quite interesting. And I'm very, very upbeat about the performance that the party is going to have in both elections.
All eyes are on INEC to conduct free, fair, credible, acceptable, and inclusive elections. With adequate preparation, functional beavers, and capacity to upload results in real time on its IREV portal, Nigerians will once more have confidence in the electoral system where every vote will be counted and counts in the overall result. Olayemi Eson, for Spy TV.